Over the weekend, I'm sure you heard about this, and I'm sure you've seen the video as well. The president cracked another joke that had to do with rape during the PMA graduation in Baguio City. I'm wondering what you think of what the president said.
Of course, our stand in the Philippine Commission Women is that rape is not a joking matter.
But the audience laughed. What does that say about our culture?
That's why we are very concerned and worried as the Philippine Commission on Women that what is happening to society now, and that we should really, I think, step up our efforts and try to reach as much as possible the common people, because our clients are mainly government offices.
Yes, ma'am.
So we have to rethink how we can better reach the public and
Yes,
how
ma'am.
to change this mindset. And I hope media can help us in
Yes.
doing this.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
But more than that, ma'am, it was the president who cracked the joke, and it's not the first time that the president cracked such a joke.
About rape,
and,
especially.
you just spoken about how your clients are mainly government offices. I suppose the office of the president would be your biggest client in this case.
Yes. And we've tried to reach out to him. We've tried to reach at least to people around him. But they say that, that there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
Ma'am, let me address that same question we had for Director Verzosa to you. Your view of the president's sense of humor with regard to rape. He cracked again a joke about rape over the weekend. It's not the first time he did this. What do you think of it?
Well, it's totally unacceptable, especially for the president. And his attention should be called. His officials should be even writing to him that that's not proper at all. That, when you denigrate all of women in your country. And rape is not just a problem of women, it's a problem of the society. So if they cannot call their president's attention to how awful that kind of behavior and how unacceptable that kind of behavior, I don't know what this government is.
Yes, but how far do you think the executive director of the Philippine Commission on Women, or for that matter, how far do you think can or should the Philippine Commission on Women take that message? Because in fairness to Director Verzosa, you could sense the awkwardness of how she handled the question. But basically, she did say, well, we try to get the message across. We try to say, we have repeated our position that rape is not a joking matter. How much further do you think they can or should take that message?
First of all, we do not know exactly what they did. I don't know what mitigating statement they issued, because that's not public. But maybe also because I have high expectations of women in government, especially in this government, that maybe I expected more public statements about rape, which is no laughing matter at all. I would have expected maybe resignations. I know there were government officials who have resigned over matters of principle. And this one is a really grave principle. I think just to send a message to the president that this is not right at all.
But I'll ask you the same question I asked her. The audience laughed. And that's, I think it reinforces his behavior. He's been joking about rape since almost from day
it's
one.
not the first time that the audience laughed.
And they
Since
always
he was
laugh,
mayor,
actually.
for that matter. Since he was
Yes.
mayor.
Yeah,
And the vice president was there.
Yes,
I'm not sure if she laughed, but
And the valedictorian of the PMA
he was,
was a woman
yes,
as well. So.
he's a woman.
well, I know that sexism is not dead in the
Yeah.
Philippines. It's very much alive, and this government rekindled it to very great heights. No? And I know sexism affects. So when you have women laughing at this, that means really they have either they have no sense of what's right or wrong to women, or maybe they could have left because their offices are on the line. I don't know. What
Or
that
maybe they're so used to it. You
or
think it's part
the
of
new
the culture.
norm. It has become the new norm. And I think that's why maybe that's why I think there's more imperative for women in government to chide this president, because otherwise, who will? Not the men, but the women should.